This Good Neighbor Get-Together program is going right on. And here's that original Carter family to do a little singing for you that we trust you'll enjoy. A.P., Sara, Maybelle, Janette, Helen, June, and Anita, and they're all set to sing that familiar theme song, Keep on the Sunny Side.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten all the way. It will keep on the sunny side of life.
Yes, sir, A.P., now proceed.
Thank you, Brother Bill. Thank you. Our beginning number will be The Old Lady's Home.
I took a walk Sunday evening alone and passed by the gate of an old lady's home. I thought I heard one old lady say, it seems that the postman stopped coming this way. Son, wherever you are, sit down and write to your poor old ma. You'll think of her if you only knew how the little old lady is thinking of you. She sits alone in an old rocking chair, grieving to think that you never care. You'll be sorry, my boy, if you leave her alone, and the world sends your ma to the old lady's home. Daughter, sit down and write. Mother is thinking of you tonight. She thinks of you dressed in silk and in lace, but I just think of her and those tears down her face. One little word or just one little line would make those dim eyes with happiness shine. Oh, brother, wherever you roam, come back to your mother in the old lady's home. Give to me a winding stream, it must not be too wide, for waving leaves from maple trees do meet from either side. The water must be deep enough to float our small canoe, with no one else but you. Do not disturb my wakened dream, the splendor of that winding stream. Flower in my canoe, her eyes they look me through. A maiden fair with golden hair is very much like you. Do not disturb my wakened dream, the splendor of that winding stream. Flower in my canoe, her eyes they look me through. A maiden fair with golden hair is very much like you. are just blues, mine are the miner's blues. Some blues are just blues, mine are the miner's blues. My troubles are coming by threes and by twos. Blues and more blues, it's a cold black blues. Blues and more blues, it's a cold black blues. Got coal in my hair, got coal in my shoes. You say they are blues, these old miners' blues. You say they are blues, these old miners' blues. Now I must have sharpened these picks that I use. I'm out with these blues, dirty cold black blues. I'm out with these blues, dirty cold black blues. We'll lay off tomorrow with the coal miner's blues.
Well, the blues sure got the Carter family. That was Sara and Maybelle with the coal miners' blues. And now here's the three little Carter sisters, Helen, June, and Anita, and they've got the blues. It's the Columbus Stockade Blues.
We're down in Columbus Stockade, walking back in Tennessee. We're down in Columbus Stockade, friends have turned their back on me. Go and leave me if you wish to, never let me cross your mind in your heart. You love another, leave me, darling, I don't mind. Last night while I lay sleeping, I dreamed I had you in my arms. But when I woke, I was mistaken. I was peeping through the bars. Go and leave me if you wish to, never let me cross your mind in your heart. You love another, leave me, darling, I don't mind.
No home, cried a little girl at the door of a rich man's hall, as she trembling stood on the marble steps and leaned on the polished walls. Her clothes were thin and her feet were bare, and the snow had covered her head. Oh, give me a home, she feebly cried, a home and a piece of bread. My father, alas, I never knew, and the tears did fall so bright. My mother sleeps in a new-made grave, while the orphan begs tonight. The night was dark and the snow fell fast, and the rich man closed his door. His proud lips curved as he scornfully said, I've no home, no bread for the poor. While the rich man lay on his velvet couch and dreamed of silver and gold, the little girl lay on her bed of ice and murmured, I'm cold, so cold. I'm free, she cried as she sank to the steps and tried to cover her feet with her tattered old clothes all covered with snow, yes, covered with snow and sleet. The morning dawned and the little girl still lay at the rich man's door, but her soul had gone to a home above where there's room and bread for the poor.
That's fine, Janette. That's Janette Carter, 16 years old, singing and playing her own accompaniment. And the name of that number was No Home. Now here's the Carter family singing The Prisoner's Dream.
Last night as I lay dreaming, I dreamed a dream so fair. I dreamed about my darling, the rose was in her hair. I dreamed I left this prison, started in life anew. She told me that she loved me, told me her love was true. It was only a dream,
It was only a dream,
just a prisoner's dream,
just a prisoner's dream
as I lay on my cold prison bed. My dreams of you,
My dreams of you
can never come true,
can never come true,
dear girl, I wish that I were dead. I dreamed about my darling, she kissed me and held me tight. I dreamed that we were married, dreamed of a starry night. I dreamed about our children playing around my knee. They loved to call me daddy, they thought the world of me. It was only a dream,
It was only a dream,
just a prisoner's dream,
just a prisoner's dream,
as I lay on my cold prison bed. My dreams of you,
my dreams of you
can never come true,
can never come true, dear girl,
I wish that I were dead.
When first I heard of a people whose claim this old-time religion was real, I says I'll go down, take a look at the crowd. It's just the weak-minded I feel. But something got a hold of me. Yes, something got a hold of me. I went there to fight, but on that night there's something got a hold of me. I says I'll go down peeping at the door, but the devil says don't you go in. I says I'll go in, for that will not hurt, and sit as far back as I can. But something got a hold of me. Yes, something got a hold of me. I went there to fight, but on that night there's something got a hold of me. So now I've learned, and no need to doubt, that the old-time religion is real. I have a spirit I'll never forget, that something's got a hold of me. Yes, something's got a hold of me. Yes, something's got a hold of me. I have a spirit I'll never forget, that something's got a hold of me.
And that was AP telling you about that thing that got a hold of him. And I wonder if some of you folks listening in haven't had that same kind of an experience. You went to mock and scoff, but something got a hold of you. Well, here's Sara and Maybelle on the harp and guitar, and got an instrumental number this time, and it's The Spirit of Love. Maybe that'll get a hold of you.
It takes a worried man to sing a wearied song. It takes a worried man to sing a wearied song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I went across the river and I lay down to sleep. I went across the river and I lay down to sleep, and I woke up with the shackles on my feet. 29 lengths of chain around my leg. 29 lengths of chain around my leg, and on each length is the initial of my name. I asked the judge what might be my fine. I asked the judge what might be my fine. 21 years on the RC mountain line. It takes a worried man to sing a wearied song. It takes a worried man to sing a wearied song. I'm wearied now, but I won't be wearied long. If anyone asks you who composed the song, if anyone asks you who composed the song, tell them but I'll sing it all day long.
I have a little pony, I ride him everywhere. With saddle I am bridle, I gallop free from care. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, go, I'm riding cowboy. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, go, I'm riding cowboy. The spurs I use are even worse, is no use because they hurt. Pony likes to paw the dirt and run. When the ride is over, the barn we go. Our day is done, we've had our fun. Giddy up, go, wow. Yodelay, 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 tee, 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 yodelay, 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 tee.
Mighty fine, Anita, that little 6-year-old Anita, and Janette don't need to think she's the only one can yodel. There's a whole family of yodelers around here. Now here's the Carter family, and this time they're sitting on top of the world.
Was in the spring, one sunny day, my baby left me, she went away. Now she's gone and I don't weary, I'm sitting on top of the world. Weary days are rolling by, why should I worry, why should I cry? Now she's gone and I don't weary, I'm sitting on top of the world. Worked all the summer, worked all the fall, I took my Christmas in overall. Now she's gone and I don't weary, I'm sitting on top of the world. She called from Dallas, from El Paso, said, come home, Daddy, I love you so. Now she's gone and I don't weary, I'm sitting on top of the world.
My Virginia rose is blooming, she's waiting now for me. In the hills of old Virginia is where I long to be. She wears a winning smile and her loving eyes are blue. She's won my heart forever, for she's a girl that's true. Beneath the scarlet maple, by the twinkling little spring, was where I made the promise and gave to her the ring. Springtime is approaching, the birds and doves are here. They are singing so sweetly, but none can sing like her. It's love that calls you to me, my rose that never fades and lose its crimson leaves of love, love that's perfect made. I long to see my darling there in the midst of you, with the sparkling dewdrops all around her. She'll be a queen in a view. She's a wild rose in the forest, a fairy in a dream. My darling's in Virginia, her age is just 16. It's a long, long ways from a darling, just a little too far to be. My Virginia rose is blooming, she's waiting now for me.
Thank you, A.P., and I was just wondering how he's getting along so well, but I happen to think he's from Virginia, sure enough. Singing My Virginia Rose.
Oh, listen today in a story I tell, in sadness and tear dimmed eyes, of a dreadful cyclone that came this way and blew our schoolhouse away. Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
the place of my childhood and home, where in life's early morn I once loved to roam, but now it's so silent and lone. When the cyclone appeared, it darkened the air, yet the lightning flashed over the sky, and the children all cried, don't take us away and spare us to go back home. Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
the place of my childhood and home, where in life's early morn I once loved to roam, but now it's so silent and lone. There were mothers so dear and fathers the same that came to this horrible scene, searching and crying, each found their own child dying on a pillow of stone. Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
Rye Cove,
the place of my childhood and home, where in life's early morn I once loved to roam, but now it's so silent and lone.
A.P., come up here just a minute and tell these folks about that number you just sang, will you?
Thank you, Brother Bill. That was a tragedy song that I composed about a cyclone that came through Scott County, Virginia, and killed probably 20 or 25 little school children, wounded several others.
Oh, see that man dressed in white, God's gonna trouble the waters. He looks like the leader of the Israelites, God's gonna trouble the waters. Wading in the waters, wading in the waters, children, wading in the waters, God's gonna trouble the waters. Oh, see that band dressed in red, God's gonna trouble the waters. It looks like the band that Moses led, God's gonna trouble the waters. Wading in the waters, wading in the waters, children, wading in the waters, God's gonna trouble the waters. Oh, look over yonder, what do I see? God's gonna trouble the waters. The Holy Ghost coming down on me, God's gonna trouble the waters. Wading in the waters, wading in the waters, children, wading in the waters. God's gonna trouble the waters. If you don't believe I've been redeemed, God's gonna trouble the waters. Then follow me down to the Jordan stream, God's gonna trouble the waters. Wading in the waters, wading in the waters, children, wading in the waters, God's gonna trouble the waters.
You know, that's one number that it just takes Janette to sing. That's God's Gonna Trouble the Waters, sung by Janette Carter, one of the Carter girls. Now here's the Carter family back singing about Charlie Brooks.
Dear Nellie, since I left the city, I find I've changed my mind. I hope you won't think me untruthful or do me the least unkind. I think we're both mistaken. I know you'll never suit me. I owe my heart to another. Of course, kind friends will agree. Please send me my ring and picture, also my letters and books. I close with many kind wishes. Respectfully yours, Charlie Brooks. I heard all about it, dear Charlie. I knew it would end this way. I hope you will always live happy with your loving little wife, Miss Gray. Here is your ring, dear Charlie. Don't give it to her, I pray, unless you tell her it was once mine. I bore it 1 year today.
Well, here's the Carter family with one of those beautiful old hymns, Anchored in Love.
I found the sweet haven of sunshine at last, and Jesus abiding above. His dear arms around me are loving a cast, and sweet he fills his love.
The dangers, the tempest forever is o'er. My hatred is holding her safe evermore.
What gladness, what rapture is mine.
He walks with people, the dangers is past. My spirit is happy, I'm anchored at last.
I'm anchored in love divine. He saw me in danger and lovingly came
To pilot my star-beaten soul.
Sweet peace he has spoken and bless his dear name. The billows no longer roll.
The dangers, the tempest forever is o'er. My hatred is holding her safe evermore.
What gladness, what rapture is mine.
He watches his people, the dangers is past. My spirit is happy, I'm anchored at last.
I'm anchored in love divine. His love shall control me through life and in death.
Completely I'll trust to the end.
I'll praise him each hour, and my last pleading breath
Shall sing
of my soul's best friend.
The dangers, the tempest forever is o'er. My hatred is holding her safe evermore.
What gladness, what rapture is mine.
He watches his people, the dangers is past. My spirit is happy, I'm anchored at last.
I'm anchored in love divine.
I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blow?
That's fine, kiddos. You know, I bet that's one of the youngest three-part harmony singers there are on the radio. And we're mighty proud of them, too, in the studio here. That was the little Carter sisters, Helen, June, and Anita. Now the Carter family says, I'll be satisfied.
When my soul is singing in the promised land above, I'll be satisfied. Praising Christ the Savior for redeeming grace and love, I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied, satisfied. I'll be satisfied, satisfied. When my soul is resting in the presence of the Lord, I'll be satisfied. Living in the city where the soul shall never die, I'll be satisfied. There to meet with loved ones, never more to say goodbye, I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied, satisfied. I'll be satisfied, satisfied. When my soul is resting in the presence of the Lord, I'll be satisfied. Keep on sunny side, always on sunny side. Keep on sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way. It will keep on sunny side of life.
I don't believe that I'll need to ask you if you enjoyed that good singing, but there is a question that I'd like to ask you. It's this. Where are you planning to spend those few days that you'll have off? Did you know that it's possible for you to visit Monterrey, Mexico, have a wonderful drive through a beautiful country, see sights that only Mexico has to see, and it all cost you even less than you would ordinarily spend on your vacation? Well, that's a fact, and due principally to the favorable rate of exchange at present. But I must stop. Here's Abel.
Estación Radiodifusora XCT, Monterrey, Nuevo León, México.
Which means that this is station XCT, Monterrey, down Mexico way.